profit or a loss. I guess it's a very simplistic way to look at it. So this might, I don't know how people are going to perceive this. They're like, is this company, what are we trying to do as a company? Are we trying to manipulate the customer? No, we're trying to show them, hey, we've sent you select the best of the best subcontractors, and because you love them so much, you're willing to go ahead with the job. And at that point, we make a profit, right? So our job as a company is to make sure we send the best, so that's pretty much it. But when you look at business modeling, all companies have business models, and each company has a different business model. So some companies only make money at the end of the job. So, for example, if you look at like Facebook only makes money through attention. So Facebook is free, it gets you out there. It's like that's their model of business. You go out there, you look at it, and then from that attention, advertisers are willing to pay to direct you into their websites or their product, whatever it may be. So that's Facebook's business model. Every company out there has their business model. Some companies, from point one, they charge what they need to survive as a business financially, numbers wise. So if you look at what's some of the businesses out there, like if you look at Apple charges its quite a high rate because they don't, once you buy the product, that's pretty much it. The next time you buy it is when you upgrade to a newer model. So that's their business model. So this is one of our business models. We have numerous, we've got our own staff going, and it is a tough game. It is a very tough game what we do, because we could have this beautiful office set up with all this office staff and the whole company beautifully set up, like the way we do right now. But if we then don't make enough sales, then obviously we go into a loss. Same thing as here, and that the previous example where the subcontractor is charging more than we're charging the client. That is already happening in all businesses. In our business, we've got an office set up with a fixed cost that costs a lot. We've got plumbers going out for our own staff plumbers. By the time we charge $49 call out fee, but by the time a quote is done, it costs up to $300 to the company. So we're at a loss of about $250 unless the customer goes ahead with us. So when customers are talking to us, go, look, we're not out here to quote jobs. We're not out here to just drive around all day and quote jobs. We're not out here to waste your time. We really want to impress you. We want to win your work, because if we don't survive as a business, So this $49 call out fee doesn't really cover anything. So as I've given you guys breakdowns in the past, what does each job, by the time you take the phone call, pay for the leads, book in the job, let the customer, notify the customer, drive out there, petrol costs, plumbers, and then to write up a quote, report photos, put it onto the online system so the customers can see. On average, each job costs the company a minimum of about $300. And sometimes we're only charging the customer about $49. So we've got to explain that to the customer. If you understand these things, you can talk to the customers like the way I do. And it makes the world of difference, So if you look at the phone calls and, compare your phone calls to mine, it's completely, world of difference, So if you understand these things and apply it, then you could do the same thing. Is there any other things? So again, operations is extremely hard, but it's one of the last jobs that, you can keep your job. You're not going to be replaced by a robot or AI system when it comes to operations. So so it is something really worth learning, and learning that skill set of operations. Next thing is, so we've done quite a lot of jobs this weekend, for example. So we must have done about, I don't know, it's not rubbing off. So this weekend we've probably done about 20 jobs, right? All the emergencies, 20 jobs. So the stage 1 for those jobs are done. So they're all emergency jobs. So we've gone out there, our plumbers, contractors, everybody's been out there and they've done all these emergency jobs. We've done about 20 roof leaks and all that kind of, probably more actually. And it's a significant, huge amount of work, The office has been working like, there's no other office out there. Other people don't have an office like we do.